So Pepe, Jeremiah, and Austin were in the bottom, and the boys had to choose who they wanted to vote off. I thought no brainer Austin was going home. Not the boys sending SCAMMERIAH home. I was so confused. I was shocked. Now, if you watch my videos, you know I have an issue with Jeremiah, or should I say SCAMMERIAH, and it doesn't sit right with me how people are very much absolving him from his questionable, problematic behaviour, saying that he wasn't love bombing, etc., when he very much was, trying to act like he's this innocent angel, and that, you know, Huda alone is just some wicked witch, right? And Jeremiah had no contribution to that, and that he had no part in the toxicity of him and Huda's relationship. But I actually didn't want him to leave. I wanted to see him in Casa Amor for entertainment purposes. In terms of who I wanted to go, it wasn't Jeremiah. And I'm still shocked that they sent him home. In terms of who I thought should have went home, who was on my Casa Amor lineup for the chop, the full Casa Amor, first choice was Austin, and that was very obvious. I thought it was going to be a no-brainer. They're going to send Austin home. And I was glad to finally see the back of him. Not they voted Jeremiah off. Austin was on the chopping block. He's been boring. He doesn't try with the women. He's lazy. He's been faking it with the POC women, just using them as a crutch. We know he's a Trumpy. We know he doesn't really provide much entertainment to the villa, so he can go. And another one was Taylor. Taylor, he's faking it with Valandria. He does provide a little bit of entertainment to the house, but quite frankly, he can go. But he was saved by the public. I don't know why, but he was saved by the public. But obviously, Austin, on my chopping block, he's up to go. I'm thinking it's a no-brainer. They're going to send Austin home. Then in the speech, they're talking about, oh, we're sending this person home because we don't like the way that they're moving, and America has seen it, blah, blah, blah. Oh? And when they started talking about America, Jeremiah's making a face, and I'm making a face because I'm like, they're sending Jeremiah home? What? They're saying they don't like the way that he's moving. Now, everybody's debating whether Jeremiah has done anything wrong, whether he's been moving schemy or scammy, whether he's been love bombing. It seems like people are very much divided. We only see the edited show. In my opinion, yes, he was love bombing. Yes, he was lying. Yes, he was selling dreams. But the people in the house have said it, that he's love bombing. Everybody in the house have said that he's love bombing. The girls and the boys have said Jeremiah has been love bombing. He moves weird. We saw it with Huda. When he was with Iris, he was selling her dreams a little bit. He was selling her dreams saying, you know, you're a mature woman. I like you. I can see a future with you. He loves to do this future faking thing. The next day, he doesn't even have a conversation with her before his lips are attached to Adrina. And with Adrina, he's doing the same thing and the boys are cocking it. And that's why they sent him home. People are saying they're just jealous of Jeremiah. That's why they sent him home. No, Jeremiah has been moving shady this whole time. And I think that's why they sent him out. I think they've got it mixed up with this is what America thinks, because I do think a lot of people feel like Jeremiah is this victim. Was he moving shady enough to now be kicked out of the house? No, because the boys have been just as questionable in other areas. Not as because the boys have been just as questionable. Nick has been questionable. Ace has been questionable. Taylor's fucking faking it. Austin is literally just here for a free holiday. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think that the boys can point fingers at Jeremiah personally. So, but I can see the reasons why they sent him home. Personally, I think it was the wrong decision. I think it should have been Austin. Austin was the obvious vote to go home. But I feel like that's why it is. And I think maybe because with the votes, you can't send a message to be like, well, we voted to split Jeremiah and Huda up because we feel like Huda's too much and Jeremiah needs to be free. Because I feel like that's what the vote was. Now they've interpreted this America vote as to Jeremiah as the one everybody thinks is the villain, when I don't think that's necessarily the case. But that's how they've interpreted it. But I think that's the main reason, that they think he's shady and he's been scammy, and they've been thinking it from day one, and so have I. So I think that's the reason why. Like I said, I feel like it's very much the pot calling the petal black for a lot of them in there. But I think that's the reason why they sent SCAMMERIAH home. You know, I would have loved to see SCAMMERIAH and his antics at Casa Amor, personally. Him going home, yes, it's karma. Was it the right decision? I would say no. But am I completely mad at it? No. Just to piss off the SCAMMERIAH crew, the SCAMMERIAH pick-me's, it's a little bit satisfying. But I gotta hear from you guys. Are you shocked? Was this the right decision? Can you understand why the boys have sent Jeremiah home? What do you think it is? Do you think it's really because of Jeremiah's behavior? Do you feel like it's jealousy? Let me know what you guys think. And why do you think Jeremiah was in the bottom in the first place? If he has all of these supporters, if you know where was the Free Jeremiah campaign? Y'all went on business. You were too busy hating on Huda. Huda's fans came to mobilize. Where were you guys? Just busy hating, not mobilizing. So I'm gonna hear from you guys. Why was Jeremiah in the bottom in the first place to be booted out? What do you guys think? I personally think it's just because... What do you guys think? I think it's basically just because there's other favourites in the house and he got lost in the votes. That's what I think it is. I don't think necessarily he's in the bottom because America thinks he's shady. I do think there are people who think he's shady, aka me. But personally, I just think it's because there was other popular people and he got lost in the votes. But I gotta hear what you guys think on this whole situation.